All right, all right. We are back in beautiful Belmar, New Jersey today, and we have a very special guest on. We have Bonnie. Good morning, Bonnie. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
Good. So Bonnie and I met through the Jersey Shore food tours, which was awesome, and we had a team building event there back in Asbury over what was it, September?
Yeah, I think
September,
so. Yeah.
and we had so much fun. Everybody on the team absolutely loved it. I got thank yous emails the next day. I got thank you texts that night because it was just such a fun tour. And then we brought Bonnie in for a Made in Jersey, and then now we got her on the podcast. So what's going on? You got a lot going on.
I have a lot going on. Thank you so much for having me.
You bet. So, and Bonnie just found out that, we have trolleys, so now she's looking to do a trolley food tour, which we'll get working on.
Oh my gosh,
soon.
yeah, my brain is spinning now.
Should have waited till the end to tell you about those.
Yeah.
So Bonnie, how did you get into the food tour game?
Okay.
You've become an expert at it.
Yeah, I think I have become an expert actually. So back in 2013, my husband and I went on a cross-country road trip. We were visiting some friends in California. We were headed to Seattle, and they were like, "You have to do a food tour." And we were like, "What's a food tour?" They said, "You eat, you drink, you learn about the city. It's a great way to like immerse yourself in a place in a small amount of time." We did it and we loved it. We did a couple more and we were like, this is a great idea.
What was the first town you did when
it was Savor Seattle in Seattle. And like legit, I don't know if you remember this, but I'm dating myself, but there used to be Real World Seattle.
Oh yeah.
And on the promo, the preview, he catches the fish in Pike Place Market, and I got to do that on this tour. And I caught it. And first of all, a fish is very slippery and like heavy, but I was like, everybody's watching me, so I got to do it. So I did it, and it was epic. And I was like, this is awesome. Like,
how come I didn't catch a fish in Asbury Park?
Yeah. We're not at that part yet. Okay, we'll get there. One of these towns we're gonna have to catch a fish in it, but it was just such a cool experience, and I got to really we learned so much, and we ate so much, and it was just really cool. And then we were living in Asbury at the time, and we were like, this would be wonderful. Like, Asbury has really got such a wonderful culture and community, and the food is great. And then we never did anything with it. It was a vacation dream. Then my husband and I were both teachers. We were working a ton of extra jobs. We had my first son, River, in 2016. So
what a great name.
Thank you. A few months in, I think he was about like 7 months old. I came in from grocery shopping, and my husband said, let's start that food tour. And we put the baby in for a nap, and we bought a domain name, and we Googled, how do you start a business? And we had no idea what we were doing. We're now 8 years, almost like 9 years in, and it has been such a blessing. Like, we wrote a business plan every night, and we got it together, and like we walked into Kimmy at Confections of a Rock Star in Asbury. She was our first one, and like we came in with our little business plan, and we were like, we want to do a food tour, we want to highlight everybody. And her manager at the time was like, listen, if Kimmy says this is okay, you're going to be great in this town. And she was like our first big supporter. And
she supported it from day one?
Oh my God, from day one. And she continues to be she is literally a rock star. She's absolutely amazing. But it was all we needed. And so we've now just been doing this for 8 years. And then I recently left teaching about 2 years ago to really grow this business. And I was working for a friend. And then I was like, my husband and I were having a talk one night, and we were like, we got to grow this. I think we got to expand. And so we just did. It was kind of like that same thing. It was just, it felt right. And so we went with it. So we went from Taste of Asbury food tours to Jersey Shore food tours. And our first expansion is into Point Pleasant. We have 10 wonderful places right now. And now I'm starting to build it and see how I can build different tours. And I'm hoping that it will be ready to go by like January, February.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Point Pleasant Beach is a great town, and there's a lot to do there. But you also have like, from Asbury to Point, you have like 2 or 3 other places.
Oh, I'm going. Yeah.
Like, we're in Belmont, New Jersey today. That would be a great place to have one. downtown Manasquan would be another great place.
Bradley Beach too. I want to
Bradley's
go to
poppin'.
yes.
Bradley's
I want.
poppin' right
There's. I'm ready to take over the whole Jersey Shore. Like that is
You
where.
better tell your husband he better quit his
Yeah.
job. But I think you have so much like upside, and for the restaurants, it's a great way to get out there and get publicized. And
Well, that's what it's so like. It's mutually beneficial to everybody because I love it. I get to highlight these awesome people. I advertise for free for them, it's like, but then they get to showcase their food and we work together. And I've just met wonderful people that just really make the town so special. And I'm seeing it in Point Pleasant again too. And it's great because it's the community. It's the people behind these places that have so much that you don't get to, like, you go into a place and you eat, or you don't get that behind the scenes feeling. You don't get the story of how they struggled and where they came from and that's what's so beautiful about what I get to do. Like, I love sharing that with people. And then I get to do it. I mean, you're eating, you're drinking, and we're celebrating.
Yeah.
So I get to hang out with, like, cool companies and hang out. I do bachelor parties, birthday parties, kids' birthday parties, like public tours, which is anytime. It's just really wonderful.
You should talk to the guys at Joe's about watching them make fresh mutts.
Yes, that would be
cool.
That's a great idea.
It's really, I've experienced it with John and Joe, but like that would be pretty cool.
That's
for people
actually
to see.
a great idea.
And then you could they could cut it, and everybody has a little piece.
Yes,
of it.
well, we were because they're going to be on the Point Pleasant tour, and they were like, yes, if we definitely want to give out samples of our bread and our fresh mozzarella, and
that would be so cool.
Yeah, that would be an awesome.
That could probably be a tour on its own.
We definitely could because we do special tours like in Asbury. We'll add on Asbury Distilling cocktail making classes, so you can do a tour and a cocktail making class. So I'm loving this, this mozzarella, the behind the scenes.
You got to just learn how to say it.
Oh, mozzarella, mozzarella. Yeah,
you got work to do.
Oh yeah, you got to tell me.
I would say mozzarella.
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
sure if you ask Joe, he'll say mozzarella. So
all right, no,
we'll have to talk to Joe about
This
that
is the mozzarella is not gonna cut it.
Mozzarella, you gotta get rid of though.
Well, because I don't want to say it and be wrong, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're such an idiot about it." So I gotta say it right if I'm gonna do it.
So the first time you go in, ask Joe, and then you get it.
And then I practice
every night. 10 mozzarella. That's awesome. So that's great. I mean, I love to see the expansion, and you see yourself just going into more and more towns and the Jersey Shore is such a big place. We all know it, where everybody knows the Jersey Shore where they live and there. But when you go, there's people that call the Jersey Shore down by Margate.
It's so different. Every
every
town is so. Their beaches are different. Their people are different. It's so wonderful. Asbury, obviously, we lived there. We loved it. My husband and I fell in love there. It was that was our town. But I grew up in Lakewood, so Point Pleasant was when we were kids. That was the place to go. We went every Thursday for fireworks. So I was this is where I want to go next. Mm-hmm. But now I'm ready. Everybody now I'm talking to, they're like, you got to go here, you got to go here, and I'm like, I don't even know. I need to go and discover and eat my way through these towns.
You got to take a Saturday and just drive town by town down the shore. When I first moved to New Jersey, my wife and I were living in New York, and we didn't know where we wanted to live, and we would look at these towns, go down, just kind of go down, and it's funny. All these years later, now I'm a local here, I see some of these places where we stopped to get a beer or have a burger before we went back, and it's so different.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I know.
But there's so many different spots.
Yes, and it's they're just filled with all this rich history, this great food, and it's eclectic. I once had a lady say, she goes, "How do you do a food tour in Jersey? What are we known for? What are they known for?" And I'm like, they're known for everything. That's what's.
Where do you go?
Yeah, I'm
so
that's what's so
places.
beautiful about it. I'm we have so much food from all different cultures. It's really awesome, and people do so many cool things with it and their own spins on it. And as somebody who can't cook very well, I am so in awe of chefs and how they can do it. I don't even understand it, but I also can definitely be this is delicious food. So
You know what else? I'm just giving you ideas that you
Yes,
don't need,
no, I want all the ideas,
like
always.
a pizza tour, like go to like one of the guys in Manasquan was telling me he went on a pizza tour not too long ago, and they went to like 6 or 7 places. Lucci was one of the places that they went to, but they went to like 6 or 7 places, and they rented. He told me the reason is because he wants to rent a trolley next year.
Well,
but
yeah.
they rented like a bus, and like 25 people went on, and then they rated them, and like it's so cool.
Honestly, Asbury has so many pizza places. I was thinking about it, but now that I have a trolley connection, like I can expand because we have so much great pizza. And that's another thing that's like so different. Even you go from one place to the next, it's totally different pizzas, but I love them all.
I think that a pizza tour would be really cool.
I would love a pizza tour. So yes.
I could get a couple trolleys for that one.
Okay, all right. You're on that. Okay.
That's awesome. So now it all wasn't sunshines and rainbows at the beginning.
Oh, no, it's still not, honestly. You know, we started in 2017, and we're teachers. We had no business, no marketing background.
What did you teach?
I taught 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade in Lakewood for 7 years, and then I taught 6th grade in Bayville for the last 10 years.
Okay.
And I really did like absolutely love it. But I had this passion to really like grow this tour, and I wanted to do more. But it's very hard and it's very stressful because you're at this crossroads where it's like, I want to grow it, but I don't have enough money to hire people. So I have to do everything on my own. And then you're like, am I doing the right things? And I don't know if it's the right thing. I see the business growing, but I want it to grow quicker and quicker. You know, it's like, you know how it is growing a business. You want to see immediate results. And when you don't, you think you're a failure. And
But it's part of the process.
so hard. I mean, literally, like, had a breakdown this morning with my husband about it. Like, it's just so stressful that it's like, I love it. It's such a labor of love. But I'm like, am I wasting my time? Like, am I doing the right things? You know? And my husband is absolutely amazing. Like, we started it together. But he is a full-time teacher, so I do a lot of it. But he is always there to, like, talk with me, support me, talk me off the ledge. And so, like, having somebody that really gets it, it's so important because...
At least you have that. There's some people that, have a spouse or whatever that doesn't understand the business. I've always said, and if you listen to this podcast, my wife was always supportive, has always been supportive, and always to this day. Like when my phone rings in the middle of dinner, and when my phone rings on Sunday morning at 9 o'clock, and when this guy, and I say, I've got to go run down and meet this guy because he needs something tomorrow, and I got to visualize what he needs. Like, so you need a support. If you don't have a supportive person in your corner, it makes it doubly as hard because
100%.
it's hard enough on your own to be an entrepreneur, and it's a lonely career because there's so many things that and you can't tell your customers, there's things like if they knew that, they would never do business with you.
100%.
So you can't tell when you have employees. You can't tell your employees this problem because they're gonna be like, I gotta get a new job. Like this person's telling me all this crazy stuff. Meanwhile, like you're working through it, but like they if they knew like what you were thinking about, they'd be like, I gotta go get another.
Oh my gosh, 100%. First of all, I met your wife and she is a gem. So she is really
she's very
wonderful.
Supportive of wingman. And again, I came home one day and I said, I'm investing in a limo company, and she's like, what are you talking about? You run a marketing agency. What do you mean you're investing in a limo company? And now we have 8 trolleys. So I mean, it knock on wood, it worked out. And but at the same time, I remember when I came home, I said, gonna invest in a limo company. Some guy came in today, and we're gonna do this deal. And she's like, what, are you crazy? Like, so like you need that support system.
I know, you really do. And it's nice because you're gonna go, you'll have these highs where you're like, I'm doing wonderful, I'm great, I'm like the best at this. And then it's like you have those lows where you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, I should just quit.
The hardest part is you could have the highest high at 10 o'clock in the morning, and at 1 o'clock in the afternoon you could have your lowest low.
Yes.
You have to be like ready to go. Like
all
you
the
can't,
time. Like why?
You can have the greatest morning and have the worst afternoon.
Oh my gosh, 100%. Yes.
It's funny, but it's true. Like, and I think that's the entrepreneurial journey. Like, if you wanted to just do something else, go back to being a teacher because
I know.
And
that's the thing. I don't like. I will never. I'm like, I love it. I'm gonna keep pushing, and It is. It's like, it's just, there are so many highs and lows, and you just keep pushing through. Like,
You got to just keep pushing through. And, and again, I think when you see the high, it's possible.
yes, 100%.
So the low is part of dealing with the problems of owning a business. But when you see the highs, what's possible, what you could do, what you could achieve. And again, I think you're seeing that. You went from Asbury, now you're in a second town. And it's going to be hard. And it's going to take time. And it's going to be, there's going to be some nuances and annoyances along the way. But I mean, I think when you see that high, what you can
100%.
do. And then once you see the second one go, the third and the fourth should be easier for you.
I think so too. Yeah.
Because once you work, I mean, again, you have to find the businesses, but again, who says no to something? I'm going to pay you. I'm going to bring 25 new people. I've been to that ice cream store since we've been there. I didn't know that ice cream store before you. So you, in my mind, as a marketer, you get total credit for bringing me through there.
Thank you. That's Cookman Creamery, by the way. Okay.
Shout out to Cookman Creamery. But I didn't know. I've never heard of them. Would have never gone there.
Yeah.
So you brought me. They got paid to have our group of 20 or whatever it was, and now I've been back. So that gets credit in my mind.
Thank you.
These businesses should look at that as a lead. You're the lead source for that.
I agree, and I love it, and I love to bring people to these places and to say look at this hidden gem, because these towns are filled with so many places. You can't, even I, as a food tour person, I can only go to so many places. You can only eat so much. So that's I love that, and I love hearing that. That you go back. I love that.
And I love those tacos.
Oh, Mogo Korean tacos.
Those I am for the guys that know me, the guys that work for me, my friends. I'm a very bland eater. I am.
You
so
are.
when we went in there, Dave, that was sitting at my table. He's like, "What are you gonna?" He even said to me, "He goes, what are you gonna do here? You're not gonna eat this." And I was like, I was hell bent to try it, because I was like, I gotta show Dave up.
Yeah.
I loved it. So
Mogo is my secret one, because people will come in. I've had kids on the tour that are I only eat chicken fingers and with ketchup, and that's all I'll eat. And they're eating the Mogo tacos with the lettuce on it and the kimchi, and it's amazing.
I wasn't supposed to like that.
I know. I'm so proud of you. That makes me say, but that's what I get to do, and those are the wins. I get that every time I'm on a tour. Or I get so many of those wins, which is really that's why this business is so wonderful. You know.
And again, I think there's opportunities. Maybe at some point you make a VIP card that you sell to your tour people, and they get a discount the next time they go to Confections of a Rockstar or the Creamery. So
you're hired. Okay.
So you just continue to expand the brand. But again, you give a card, they give a little discount. Your people are like, "This was awesome. I want to go back."
Yeah, I love that idea. That's a great idea.
I think that there's a lot in your business that can be done easily too. Again, now that you've had me and 20 people, well, those 20 people are potential. But another idea, and again, this is just
no, keep giving. I'm I need a pen and paper.
Get everybody's email, not just mine.
So that is something I just learned I was at a tour guide conference, and they were like, you need to start collect everybody's email. And so I did it on my last tour, and then I wrote to everybody.
But it's going to increase your Google reviews. It's going to increase people's.
It's genius. Thank you. But I needed you 8 years ago.
Again, Chelsea and her friends, one of them are going to get married. If they wanted to do a tour that, or so as time goes on, having those people in your database. Besides the Google review and just the reach out, and when you do the VIP card, then
I love it. Well, and again, because I didn't know what I was doing, and it was a site I wasn't doing email, I wasn't doing things like this, and now that I have the time to start to do it, I'm like, wow, this is really helping and working and amazing. So thank you, and please always give me all the ideas. Because
another little one you might want to do is a little consent form too, just so God forbid someone gets.
I do have waivers. Okay. Yes, we do
Perfect.
have waivers.
Perfect. I just thought to,
All right, listen, don't get me on the legal aspect.
No.
Listen,
I loved it so much, and I just want you to continue having such huge success. So January, February start point.
Yes, I'm hoping.
And then kick off. The spring should be wild for you.
Yes, well, that's what I'm hoping. We go all year. We have a couple of holiday parties. A lot of companies, rather than just doing a sit-down dinner, they'll do like a holiday
That's
food
cool.
tour. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of those, and then we'll start. I mean, we go all year long, and it starts to get nice by like March. So
Yeah.
really, we start to pick up then, and I'm so excited because I think Point is going to be a really nice expansion.
And Point has just so much stuff going on too.
Oh my!
So
It's such a cute town. Like
It
Arnold
is.
Ave is really. I'm just like on Arnold Ave and Bay Ave right now, and it's just there's so many shops and so much food, and just it's really adorable. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful town.
That's great. I love it. I love to see your success. I can't wait to hear
Oh, thank
about
you.
future growth as you keep doing it. And it's just go with it. I
Thank
think you just gotta.
you.
You're gonna have some hard days.
I'm telling you, like you said, like literally this morning I was crying, and now I'm smiling and laughing, and I'm like,
So
I love it.
You're on one of
So-
your highs now.
Yeah. I'm on the high now, and I love it.
And just when you think that everything's going your way, something's gonna
Yes.
something's gonna break. Something's not gonna go. Someone's gonna cancel. Someone's gonna have a problem. But
so
I mean,
true.
again, I think as the customer base grows and increases, some of that stuff starts to just kind of it just becomes part of the process, and it's
Yeah.
not as big of a low because you have other things going on. And again,
That's
I
a
think
great
when you have
point, actually.
when you have 2 tours going, well, if you did, I don't know, 100 tours in Asbury, and now you do 100 tours in Asbury, and now you do 25, 30 tours in Point, well, now you're at 130.
Yeah.
Now that's a 30% growth. Now if 5% have fallout over there or they cancel, well, now you still have 25. You still plus.
Yeah.
Like, I think it just becomes a
I like
numbers
this.
game.
Yeah.
Like,
And
and I,
that's-
you know, I saw that as we've been growing, you know, along over the years, it just like it gets. Not that it gets easier. I don't want to say that because that would be a lie. It gets your struggles are different or your problems are different.
And you're right. The things that were like a crazy big deal are not a crazy big deal
And
anymore.
I would say as you start growing. If I can give you one tip,
No, give me all the tips.
start finding people that could do the tours and do them great.
Yeah,
'Cause
well,
the
I do
more
have
that
some-
you can get out of the tour.
I do have a couple of tour guides that are absolutely phenomenal. Ashley, Nicole, and Bree are just wonderful.
Great.
So yes.
And then as you go to Point, get good people there. Because
Yeah.
The more that you can get away from doing the tour, although you're very personal and people like you,
I love it. Everybody keeps telling me I got to stop doing them, but
you have to
I
slow
know.
down because you need to focus on growing the business. You
I
need to focus on the next
know.
lead, the
That's-
next pizza thing, the
I
next
know.
town. So you have to start meeting the next people so that the
I know
tours
you're
are happening
right. I know
on
you're
their
right.
own.
Also, if anybody is looking to be a tour guide in Point or Asbury, okay, you can please
I could
reach
probably
out.
do the Point one.
I was gonna
but-
say.
And if you come to Belmar, I definitely want to.
Yeah. No, I'll definitely be in Belmar eventually. I'm
Yep.
coming all over. Okay.
It's awesome. I love that. I'm coming all over. So there's nothing that's gonna stop you.
Yeah, there's nothing that's
And
gonna
there's-
stop me.
The beautiful
But
thing is you don't have that much competition. There's not really other people
no,
doing this.
you know what's really cool too is that the people that are doing it, we've kind of like we made a New Jersey food trail. It's like we have a website where you can see where other people are doing it, and we're not out to step on other people's like toes.
No.
Like my girlfriend she has a tour in Red Bank, Beyond the Plate food tours, and she couldn't do a tour and she passed it off to me and they called me and I did it and it was wonderful. Like so
Great.
it's
That's good.
It's a really nice community of the people that are in it. Like we're very helpful of each other because it's such a weird kind of job.
Yeah.
You know, so we don't step on each other's toes. We're actually very helpful and supportive, and it's been great.
And I bet you there's some people like as you go to Point and Belmar and down the road.
Yeah.
There's probably some people that come for family vacations that are going to be like, this is cool. Like if we went on a family vacation with 10 or 12 family members, like that would be a great afternoon to do. So like I feel like the opportunities are endless for you.
Thank you. This is why you're in marketing, though. Okay, I need you.
So this is great. I'm glad that you came on. I'm glad that we got to have this chat. And as we wrap up today, let people know where they can find you. So if they want to experience this great tour.
Yes. Jersey Shore Food Tours. It's like, that's our website, our Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, Google, everything. Jersey Shore Food Tours. Just put us in and you'll find us.
We had an exceptional experience. I can't say enough good things. Everybody, and we have employees from early 20s to 50s, and everybody along the way, I believe, had a great time that day.
Thank you. Yeah, like we like to think of ourselves as your foodie friend, your foodie best friend. We're going to give you a day where you have nothing to worry about too. Not only are you eating and drinking hearty like amounts of food, but you're just relaxing and
Yep.
enjoying and hearing the stories, and like we take care of you. That's
Yep.
like very important.
And also, you brought us to like the store with the olive oils
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff like
Food
that.
Loop.
Like that was also awesome too, because like people bought some different olive oils.
Yeah,
there.
yeah, and they support the community. It's wonderful. I am very lucky to do what I do.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on.
Thank
It was great to
you.
see you, and this is awesome. And I can't wait to do a Point Pleasant tour.
Yes, anytime.